WPBF 25 News at 11 with Tiffany Kenny, Victor Blackwell, and Mike Lyons with your First Alert forecast. This is WPBF 25 News at 11.
You know, it'd be tough to find anyone who takes prescription medication who complains that their monthly meds are just too cheap.
Yeah, and here's a big number to consider. In less than a decade, the federal government predicts U.S. spending on prescriptions could surpass $450 billion. That's up from $234 billion just a couple of years ago.
We asked our Kathleen O'Toole to hunt down the secrets for finding the best prices on your medication.
Medication, it's meant to keep you healthy, but sometimes the prices are enough to make us feel faint.
Do you shop around when it comes to trying to figure out who's cheapest?
No. I'll be honest with you, I don't.
But our investigation proves you probably should. We took 10 commonly prescribed and best-selling brand name and one generic medication. Then we price-checked them at 10 different stores from Boca Raton to Port St. Lucie. And my, did we find differences. Take Abilify, a pricey drug for major depressive disorders. 2 independently owned pharmacies were charging those without insurance $829 or $810 for a 30-tablet supply. But for the same number of pills, Walgreens in Palm City quoted us a price of $960, $130 to $150 more. Walgreens told us that full price doesn't apply to many customers, writing, more than 97% of our patients purchase their prescriptions through some form of prescription insurance coverage or our prescription savings club. We checked on Plavix, an anti-blood clot drug. Publix in both Lake Worth and Port St. Lucie quoted us $220, while Sam's Club told us a price $12 cheaper. A written statement from Publix explains their view on the price differences, saying there are many factors that determine price. Our priority is to remain competitively priced and to provide overall value and premier service to our customers. In fact, we offer many free antibiotics as well as discounts on prescriptions.
What I really recommend is to comparison shop.
Sam's Club Chris Vasquez says even non-club members can come in and use the pharmacy.
And there you are, Sam's Club Port St. Lucie.
And while we found some drugs a bit higher priced than other pharmacies, generally the quotes we were given on medication like Nexium, Plavix, and Singulair were among the lowest of the drugstore and supermarket chains we checked.
It just comes down to the supplier relationship that we have with our vendors.
The lowest prices we found?
We called all these different pharmacies.
Came from the 2 locally owned independent pharmacies we checked.
I'm in charge of matching, even beating any price for the patient.
You'll negotiate.
Exactly.
Stores like St. Lucie Pharmacy on Tiffany Avenue, where the pharmacist, who is the owner, says he sometimes loses money.
People, when they buy cheap, first they're happy about the price, about the service, and then they come back to us. Not only that, they will invite their friends, their family, their neighbors. So we grow that way.
Sure, your pharmacy can help you.
At Hamel Parik's store in West Palm Beach, which had the overall lowest prices of those we checked, Parik says he simply takes less profit than the big chains do. In the end, he feels patients benefit.
Because if the prices are not right and they have a hard time getting that money out of their pocket every single month, they are not going to take the medication.
An interesting note, we found some price differences from one Publix to another, and the same with Walgreens. More proof that it pays to shop around when it comes to your prescriptions. Finally, to view the raw numbers of all our prices, as well as to get the company responses from the stores we talked about, visit our website, WPBF.com. Kathleen O'Toole, WPBF 25 News.
Some good information there. And some stores sell discount cards. Others give membership to discount clubs for free. Make sure to ask your pharmacist what kind of cost savings you might be eligible for.
Inflamed vocal cords have forced Celine Dion to cancel a week's worth of shows in Las Vegas. She lives on Jupiter Island. Now, doctors instructed her to rest her voice for at least a week while the virus passes. Dion released a statement today, and here's part of it. I feel so bad for the fans. I don't like to let people down. It's the thing that bothers me more than anything. I really hope everyone understands how sorry I am. Caesar's Palace is offering refunds.
A member of the Kennedy family is accused of assaulting 2 nurses in a New York City maternity ward while holding his newborn. WPBF 25 News morning anchor Paul LaGrone has the shocking video. He's live in the Live Center tonight. Paul?
Yeah, Tiffany, as you said, this whole confrontation was caught by the hospital surveillance cameras. This happened last month, and it's just coming out tonight. Take a look here. This is Douglas Kennedy. He is the son of the late Robert Kennedy. He says that he was trying to take his 3-day-old son, Bo, out for some fresh air when nurses tried to stop him from getting on the elevator. Well, Kennedy then tried to go for the stairs, and that's when a nurse claims that Kennedy kicked her in the pelvis, a claim that Kennedy's lawyer is now denying.
Douglas begins to move back, and one of the nurses actually goes to grab the baby. How dare she does that? And at that point, Douglas, leaning back like this, raises his knee only to protect his baby for no other reason.
Well, Kennedy has pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of harassment and 1 charge of child endangerment. We'll see where this goes. In the Live Center tonight, Paul Legrone, WPBF 25 News.
The race for the Republican nomination ran through Florida again today, coincidentally at a place where there was supposed to be a race. Mitt Romney was at the Daytona International Speedway before today's scheduled Daytona 500. He spoke with drivers and crew members and then answered some questions from fans. Romney says he hoped all the cars had a good race, and that apparently included the number 26 car. Today, number 26 was rather sponsored by Romney's chief rival, Rick Santorum. He appeared on This Week comparing the car to his campaign.
Stay back in the pack, you know, and hang back there until the right time, and then bolt to the front when it really counts.
Well, experts say he needs to bolt to the front soon. The latest Gallup poll shows he lost 10 points to Romney in the last week. The Daytona 500, by the way, postponed until noon tomorrow because of rain.
Speaking of major sporting events, we've got our own here in Palm Beach County this week, so we're all keeping our fingers crossed for some nice weather.
I think once the competition begins on Thursday, we have no issues. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday look warm and dry, maybe a little humid, and maybe some wind as well. Next couple of days, on the other hand, not so nice. You know, it's been such a mild winter across the northern part of the United States, and folks who live in Wisconsin, for example, they like to ice fish, and they like to drive their trucks across lakes because it freezes, and it's almost as if you can drive anywhere.